Welcome to your blissful morning yoga flow. Today, in this feel-good flow, we will be releasing tension from the torso as we strengthen the core and legs. As we connect to the sun and our yang energy, our right side of the body will invigorate ourselves through active postures. So if you're ready to begin, grab your mat and we'll get started. Wonderful. Let's begin seated on our mats. Cross your legs in an easy seat and sit up nice and tall. Bring the palms together at your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment and take this second to set your own personal intention for our practice today. Wonderful. Now let's softly open your eyes. Bring the arms overhead. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out, and reach over to the right side. Place your right fingertips on the mat and reach the left arm up and over. Dropping the shoulder away from your ear and gently beginning to warm up our bodies. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Try to keep your face relaxed here and don't let the shoulders drop forward or back. Keep them in one line, reaching to the side. Let's take another deep inhale and exhale, release your stretch, come back up to the center, and on your exhalation, release over to the left side. Placing the left fingertips on the mat and the right arm reaching overhead. Extend the fingertips. Drop the shoulder away from that ear. Being aware not to let the chest cave forward. Become nice and open in this easy side stretch. Full inhale through the nose. And exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out. Wonderful. Inhale deeply. And exhale, come back up to center. Inhale, reach higher. And exhale, let's release over to the right side one more time. Allowing the body to go a little bit further than last time and increasing the stretch. Letting go of all negativity, of all thoughts. Simply focus on your breath. Beautiful. On your exhalation, release your stretch and come back up to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine tall. Exhale, release over to the left side. Reaching even further than the last time, lengthening the body, bringing the mind to the breath. Well done. On your next exhalation, gently come back up to center and make your way into a tabletop position on your mat. Shoulders above the wrists and hips above the knees. Inhale and step the right foot back, extend the leg, tuck the toes under. On your next inhalation, step the left toe back to meet the right, coming into high plank, top of a push-up. Tuck the hips up into the belly, igniting that core, firing up all of the energy throughout our bodies. Heart is reaching forward slightly. Crown of the head in one line with the spine. Inhale deeply and exhale. Lower down to the mat slowly and release your toes. Press up into a baby cobra. Palms pressing into the mat next to your rib cage. Gaze out and forward. Inhale. Toes press into the mat. Exhale. Send the hips up, tuck the toes under, and come into downward facing dog. Reach the heels towards the mat. Allow the hips to reach higher, bending the knees, and doing what feels good for your body in this first downward facing dog of the practice. Send breath to your hamstrings, to your calves. Allow the body to surrender to this posture. Inhale, gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, and take a couple steps into forward fold, keeping the knees bent here and allowing the chest to rest on your thighs. Inhale, straighten the knees a little, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, roll back down to forward fold. Slowly roll up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center, and open, Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms facing front, stacking our head on top of our shoulders, atop our hips, ankles, and feet. Grounding down, inhale, reach the arms around and up. Exhale, dive to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, press the palms into the mat, step back into plank. Inhale, weight moves forward. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground down through the palms of the hands. Spread the fingertips wide. Take a full breath in and exhale, let it go. Sending the hips higher and higher. Dropping the shoulders down the back, away from your ears. Breathe. On your next inhalation, gaze front. Exhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, and hop, step, or float to the top of your mat between your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, hands to your shins, flat back. Exhale, hinge from the hips into forward fold, bend the knees, and roll all the way up to standing, Tadasana. Arms dropping down by your sides, palms facing forward. Chin lifted. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Gaze up. Exhale, sun salutation. Dive to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, take 2 steps or hop into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great work. Feeling the body beginning to warm and energize, connecting to that yang energy, connecting to the sun. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Drop the heels, drop the triceps towards the mat. Allow the sternum to reach for the earth. Wonderful work. Inhale, gaze front. Exhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, and hop or float between your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and roll all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring the hands through prayer and open them out to the sides. Last sun salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Gaze to the sky. Arch back as you dive to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, hinge from the hips. Exhale, plant the palms into the earth, step back into plank or hop into your chaturanga. Take your flow and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, take a full breath into the lungs and exhale, let it go. Release. Notice how your body is feeling. Notice how this downward dog compares to the first one of your practice. Notice your breath. Relax your face. Relax all muscles that aren't being used to support you in this downward dog. Inhale. Take a full breath into the lungs. Gaze front. Exhale, raise the heels, bend the knees, and hop to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll all the way up to standing, arms overhead and lower. Beautiful work. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Face the palms together and drop the shoulders down the back. Bend the knees and lower into chair pose, Utkatasana. Sinking deep into the hips, bending the knees, and allowing your weight to move back into your heels. Sinking the hips deeper with each breath. One line from your fingertips all the way down to your hips. Inhale, bring your palms to Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And exhale, twist to your right side, and if you can, place your left elbow on the outside of your right knee, allowing your twist to become even deeper. Gaze out to the right side, finding that balance, bending the knees. Inhale and exhale. Transfer the weight onto your right foot as you step the left foot back into your high lunge. Keeping that twist if you can. Massaging our internal organs, improving our digestion, increasing the blood flow here. Inhale deeply and exhale. Let it go. Release your twist and place the left hand onto the mat on the inside of your right foot. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Gaze up past your fingertips. One line all the way down to the mat. If you wish, you can also place a block underneath your left hand here to support your low lunge. Really keeping that back leg straightened, energy extending out of your back heel. Right knee right over that ankle, not letting it fall inward, allowing it to bend deeper with each breath. Wonderful. One more inhalation here. Gather up that oxygen and exhale. Come up into high lunge, Ashta Chandrasana, our crescent lunge. Having the palms face one another, arms parallel, extending out through your torso. Gaze is lifted. Inhale, reach the arms higher. Exhale, see if you can spiral the back heel down to the mat without moving your hips out to the side. It's okay if you need to readjust your feet a little closer or farther away here. Just anything you need in order to come into our Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1, with the torso square to the front of your mat, keeping that gaze lifted and shoulders dropping down the spine. Empowering ourselves here, radiating energy. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your back and lower the body into humble warrior, reaching the crown of the head out and away from your body as you lengthen the spine. Baddha Virabhadrasana. Building our stability here, strengthening the legs, ankles, and stretching out the upper back and torso. Grounding down through the bottoms of the feet, keeping the hips square and the back lengthened. Great work. Inhale and exhale. Slowly roll back up. Warrior One. Arms overhead. Inhale And exhale, push off the back foot and come into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Bring the palms to Anjali Mudra, or grab a couple blocks and place them out in front of you, allowing a little bit more support in your warrior pose. Back leg is fully extended. Let's point the toes to extend our line of energy, from the tips of the toes all the way to the crown of the head, creating one flat line, a T shape with your entire body. Breathe easily here. Be sure that there's a little micro bend in that bottom leg so we don't overextend the back of the leg. Strengthening our glutes and hamstrings, lengthening our muscles, toning our entire body. Let's take one more deep inhale here, and exhale, let it go. Hold it. Last inhalation, and exhale, release back into high lunge, Ashta Chandrasana. Gaze up to the sky, inhale, and exhale, plant the hands into the mat and step back into plank. Inhale and exhale, take Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Wonderful work. Take a breath here in this downward dog, allowing the body to relax a little bit after those invigorating postures. Continuing to activate our energy and connect to the yang, the active sides of our being. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, raise the heels, bend the knees, and take 2 steps or hop into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen up halfway, hands to your shins. Exhale, roll all the way up to standing, bend the knees, Tadasana, mountain pose. Beautiful work. Inhale, reach the arms around and up. Exhale, sink the hips into chair pose, Utkatasana. Folding over from the hips and gazing out and down, lengthening the neck, the spine, sending the hips all the way back. One more deep breath here. Sink the hips 1 inch lower. Exhale. Bring the palms to Anjali Mudra and twist to the left side this time. Seeing if you can place that right elbow on the far side of your left knee. Increasing the twist and creating a little bind here. Breathe deeply, being sure the hips stay as square as possible here, and keep lengthening that spine. Grow tall. Inhale, sink the hips 1 inch lower. Exhale, move the weight onto your left foot and step the right foot back into a high lunge, holding that twist in the shoulders. Breathe here, grounding down through your feet, keeping that left knee right over the left ankle. Shoulders twisting out into the sides, but being sure they're dropping away from your ears. Relax your face. Inhale and exhale. Place the right arm on the mat or on a block and reach the left arm up to the sky for our twisted high lunge. Gaze up past your fingertips, continuing to firm the back leg, back of the right knee, reaching higher and higher. Hips low in one line with your left knee if you can. Focus on your breath. Focus on your intention. Ignite your fire within. Radiate energy. Inhale and exhale. Come up into high lunge. Release your twist. Ashta Chandrasana. Chin is lifted. Hips facing forward and tucking up into the belly, engaging your lower abdominals and squaring off your pelvis. Beautiful. On your next exhalation, we're going to roll the back heel down to the mat and come into our Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Again, feeling free to adjust here if you need, bringing the foot forward or back in order to really keep the hips square to the front of your mat. Whatever you need to do to make this warrior pose work for you. This is your practice today. Focus on yourself. Focus on your intention. Inhale, arms reach higher. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back and lower into humble warrior, Baddha Virabhadrasana. Lengthening the spine, pulling the left hip back as you urge the right hip forward. Breathe deeply. Send breath to your quad, your hamstring, wherever needs a little extra love at this point. Gaining confidence and stability in this humble warrior. Beautiful work. Let's take one more deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, allow the hands to pull you up to Warrior One. Rolling up through the spine, arms overhead. Inhale. And exhale, press off the back foot, coming into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Palms to Anjali Mudra or on blocks out in front of your shoulders. Back leg is lengthened, parallel to the mat, to the earth. Firing up the hamstrings and glutes of the left thigh. Connecting to the solar energy within. Breathe. Come back to your breath and let go of any thoughts that may arise here. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Last inhalation and exhale, release back into high lunge, Ashta Chandrasana. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, plant the palms into the mat and step back into plank. Inhale, weight moves forward. Exhale, take Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Well done. Let's keep it moving. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog, point the toes. Exhale, knee to chest, hover above the mat, hollow out the belly. Inhale, and exhale, lower that shin to the mat, coming into pigeon. Inhale, gaze up, lengthen the spine, release the back toes, and exhale, fold over, releasing onto your front leg. You can rest your head on your forearms or a block or pillow, allowing yourself to fully surrender into this posture, absorbing the benefits, absorbing all of the positive energy in the universe. Rest your eyes if you wish, and come back to your breath, to your intention. Beautiful. Slowly begin to open your eyes and press yourself back up. Plant the palms into the mat and tuck the back toes under, sending the hips high into downward facing dog. Plant the feet into the earth, send the heels down into the ground. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest, hollow out the belly. Inhale here. And then on your exhalation, lower into your pigeon. Inhale, gaze up to the sky, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over onto your left thigh. Letting go of all stress and worries in this glute opening posture. As we compress the front hip, we release emotions and stored up negative energy from our beings. Sending breath to your hips, slowing your breath a little here, finding your intention. Well done. On your next exhalation, roll up and place the palms into the mat. Tuck the back toes under and send the hips up into downward dog. Final downward dog. Dropping the shoulders down the back, allowing the triceps to drop towards the earth. Biceps hugging your ears. Relax your face. Gaze towards your toes. Inhale, gaze front. Exhale, raise the heels, bend the knees, and hop into a seated position on your mat. Bring the knees to your chest and balance on your sacrum, on your sits bones. Allow the shins to be parallel to the mat, and see if you can let go of your knees, extending the palms forward, arms lengthening. For Navasana, boat pose, our final activation of the core and body here, invigorating ourselves and allowing the sun's energy to flow throughout us. Wonderful. Try to have one line from the crown of the head to the hips. Inhale, lean a little bit further back. Belly button to your spine. Exhale, shins parallel to the mat, palms face up. Inhale, fill up the lungs with oxygen. And exhale, lower the bottoms of the feet to the mat. And let's extend the legs out in front of you, sitting up nice and tall. Bend the right knee and place the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. For our seated tree pose. Flex the left foot and reach the arms over, grabbing onto your shin or ankle and bringing that head closer to your left knee. In this seated head to knee stretch, we want to think about lengthening the spine and allowing for more room in the hips and hamstrings. Breathe here. Actively lengthening with each inhale and letting the chest fall with each exhale. Wonderful job. Last inhalation. And exhale, gently release your stretch and let's switch legs. Extend the right leg along the length of the mat. And bring the left foot into the inside of your right thigh for our seated tree pose. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, fold from the hips over onto your right leg. Seated head to knee stretch. Grabbing on to whatever you can here, and lengthening the hamstring, the spine. Allow your head to be heavy as you drop it towards your knee. Wonderful work. Just breathe here as we begin to slow our breath, slow our heartbeat. Last inhalation. Allow the body to fall further, and exhale, roll all the way up to sitting. And extend both legs out in front of you. Slowly roll down to the mat and find your final posture, Shavasana. Closing the eyes letting the feet fall out to the sides, flipping the palms up to face the ceiling or the sky. Chin is lifted, every inch of your body melting into the mat, surrendering to the earth. Taking a moment to find silence and stillness in our final resting pose. Breathing and allowing the prana, your life force, to flow easily throughout the entire body. Giving gratitude to yourself for taking this time out of your day to do something good for your body. Inhale and exhale. Let go of all that no longer serves you. Let go of the negativity. Let go of the stress, the tension, the worries. Let go of the narrations that your mind tells itself. Let go of judgment and find compassion for yourself, for your body, for your mind. Beautiful. On your next inhalation, begin to find movement within your body once again. Gently flutter the eyes open, rolling over onto one side into a fetal position. Press yourself up and come into an easy seat on your mat. Bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope the rest of your day is filled with love and light. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center and bow down to your own heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching Mermaid Yoga. Don't forget to click subscribe and share and like this video. Comment any suggestions and requests below. I hope to see you again on the mat soon.